Howdy folks, thank you for tuning in. How are we all doing today? So I'm going to have a quick look at a classic spotting scope, and can you tell what it is yet? It's a Swift zoom spotting scope, model number 841. I'm not sure of the year of manufacture, so by all means in the comments below, if you know a lot more about this spotting scope than I do, feel free to add your own comments. And also I believe it's a multi-coated optics. I'm not sure, it may be fully multi-coated, but whatever they are very crisp and clear when you look through it. Compared to a lot of modern spotting scopes, I think this one, it's either cut out from a slab of granite or it's made from cast iron, because it really feels something, you know, it's extremely heavy when you first pick it up. For a 60mm, it's around 1600 grams, and that's about the same weight as many 80mm modern spotting scopes. So as we turn it round, the eye cup is a twist type. It screws in and out, and I found with it fully in I can just about get the full field of view with my glasses on. So it's probably around about 15–16mm eye relief, and you can't quite see, excuse me while I knock this tripod over, that there's a thread there, and you can get a T adapter, so you can also put on a T ring to do some photography through the scope. I do have a T adapter, but as usual with me, I put it in a safe place. So safe I can't remember where I put it. So anyway, that to one side. Quite an unusual focus and zoom mechanism with this one. So I'm just going to turn it around. On the top, excuse me while we're coming in a little bit, just refocus, we have a couple of dials. This one is the back one is your zoom, so I've got there from 15 all the way up to 60. Very easy to move, unlike the focus. So on this one it's quite stiff, but whether or not they're all like that and whether that's just wear and tear over the years, I did find with this scope that it's pretty much prime focus. You can set it on 15 times, zoom into 60, and it's nearly there, it's nearly still in focus. So there we go, just zoom back a bit, and so yeah, that's very advantageous. So what about the view? Well, at 15 times, let's put this back up, the contrast for such an old scope is absolutely amazing. I was blown away by the crispness at 15 times. But there's some very odd things that I noticed with this spotting scope. Yes, there is some strong chromatic aberration, blue and yellow colour fringing in the centre of view, which oddly disappears as you move the subject towards the edge. Normally it's the other way around to that, and I found this throughout the magnification range, where actually as you put whatever you was looking at on the edge of view, the chromatic aberration would disappear. You know, so it's not something you see very often in particular in modern spotting scopes. But back on to the sharpness, putting that to one side, and as always, I've mentioned before, chromatic aberration, you only really notice it on high contrast subjects. With most items, with most things that you're looking at, you'll not really notice it with this spotting scope. And the image is very crisp up to around about 35 times. It gets a little bit soft beyond that, but still you know, well within tolerances, and even at 60 times it just looks a little bit soft focus. But again, considering its age, yeah, it's very impressive. I could pick out a lot of detail at full magnification, whereas a number of modern 65mm spotting scopes may be left a little bit short in the higher magnification clarity, where this one still succeeds. I'm not sure about what type of prisms are used in these. By all means, again, let me know in the description below. But lastly with this, that there was one, well, something I noticed, because very handily there was a pigeon on the shed, a couple of gardens down, so I zoomed in on that, and I noticed something straight away when it sent the background out of focus. What I noticed straight away, and it was a lovely effect, some swirly bokeh or bokeh, however you want to pronounce it. Helios 44 owners will know exactly what I'm talking about when I say swirly bokeh or swirly bokeh, and it was a really nice effect. I was not put off by it one bit. It gave really almost three-dimensional effect. I was very impressed with it, and it's something with modern spotting scopes you may not see. So same as in photography, swirly bokeh or bokeh can give some really nice results, and it's definitely not a flaw. I was very impressed with that. Although I did notice with close focus, which is around about probably 10 meters or so, that there is definitely a drop off in sharpness compared to looking at infinity objects. So anyway, that's enough of me rabbiting on. That's and a quick look with me at the Swift zoom spotting scope with the 15 to 45, sorry, the 15 to 60 times 60 lens assembly. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.